Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and in this video I will be going to show you how to create contour on 3ds Max using height map. In order to get a height map, you can download any picture or save it as PNG to trace over the 3D Max file. So what you need to do, you just type height map on the Google search bar, and you can just select any of these images and save it as a PNG file so that you can work it in the 3D Max file. So once you open your 3D Max window, by default, there's 4 frames, top, right, left, and the perspective. So we'll be working with the perspective one and it will be much better if you can just maximize the viewport toggle, like in here. So we'll be drawing a plane on our perspective view. Oops, it's too small. A bigger one, like in here. So you can just you can also increase the segments, make it much more higher so that we can get abundant amount of contours. There you go. And after this, we'll be going to the modify option. And from the modify list, we'll choose the displace option. Here it is. And we can just increase the ranks. If you see in the perspective mode, as same time I'm increasing the strength of the displacement mode, the plane is getting shifted. Can put it much more higher. I'll leave it like this. And then from here, we'll be going to the material editor. You click in here, close that window. So if you right click, you go to maps, go to general, go to bitmap. And from here, we will upload the picture which we download earlier for the height map. So once you click open, you just need to drag and connect it with the map. You press OK. And as you can see on the screen, let me just hide it here. As you can see on the screen, the plane has taken all the contours and height from the picture that we have downloaded. And you can always play around with the blur. So if you can see, if you play around the blur, there's a small change in the perspective view, or you can also play around with the displacement. You see, there's one which is horizontal, one which is vertical, and you can also play around with the tiling. So how depth you want it to be. I'll leave it like this. Pretty decent sort of contour set. So we'll close this window. The next one, what we'll do, we'll open for materials, and we go to Skyline, standard. So from here, you see, if we connect it to the plane, you see how the color got changed. So we can still change the color from here. So we choose ambient, maybe choose something much more a bit lighter, like in here. If you want something darker, I wouldn't go for dark. I would go a bit for just a light one. So it's here. Same goes for this. You'll see as soon as I'm changing the diffuse one, it's changing also the ambient properties. So I'll leave it as it is. And this one, I'll try to make it a bit greenish. There we go. So just to add a bit of properties to its color. There we go. So if you have the V-Ray option, you can also set up materials for V-Ray. So what you need to do, I don't have the V-Ray plugin, but I can show you. What you need to do, you click on V-Ray and then you select V-Ray materials. So when you already have that small window for V-Ray, you just need to connect it to the plane, where you can see the color will change, will come to the black, will come in a black color. So what you need to do, you just re-plug in the initial material setting. And for V-Ray, you have to click on V-Ray Sun and just set it anywhere you want to. And then you click on render setup, and then you hit on render. But for this one, I'll be placing a simple camera, a physical one, and I will be just try to, if I just go back, it's a bit wrong. I just need to delete this camera off. I'll put a new one. If you go in camera, you select physical, and then you just put the camera in here, and you click on render setup. It will be using my Skyline renderer, which is already set up. And from here, we just click render. So it will render just the side one, close this one, and hit on render. So as you see, you can see small sort of contours and height on the plane. With a V-Ray option, you'll get a better render, showing some contours, some height, and you can also export it, or you can save it as a JPEG after you have finished rendering. And this is all from to show you how you can create contours in 3D Max using height map. Thank you for watching.